Welcome to What's Working in Video. My name is Kathleen Selmans. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now, a content marketing agency that helps people get more content out and get out of their own way of content marketing through video. With me today, I have Bridget. Would you like to introduce yourself and your company?
Sure. Yeah. Hi. Thank you so much, Kathleen. I'm really excited to talk to you today. My name is Bridget Eileen Cisco, and I'm the founder of Rock the Mic Online, which is helping purpose-driven entrepreneurs rock and master live video so they can reach more clients, they can make more money, and honestly make a bigger impact in the world. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I usually with these don't get to talk to other people who are doing something similar to me. So tell me how you work with people.
Yeah, so I kind of transitioned from more of my spiritual mentorship coaching into online video because what I started to learn was people weren't using their voices. I was working with all these entrepreneurs who were dead scared to do like what we're doing right now. They didn't know how to use their voice. They were like, well, what am I going to talk about? Who's going to listen? How can this be strategic? And I realized that I love this. I've always loved this. I've always loved public speaking. I've always loved empowering and pumping people up so they feel that they can do it. So most of my work now is through coaching. So either one-on-one or in group containers where we integrate some of the yogic practices with the public speaking, with the messaging magic, and they're able to do it.
That's awesome. I come at it a little bit differently. So we've been working with speakers mostly. So which one of my clients said, "Oh, you can just claim that you taught me how to have all this stage presence." I was like, literally no one would believe me. You've been speaking on a stage for 30 years. Thank you. But no, we're not going to do that. So they take it from like, yeah, I understand I need to be speaking, but the most of their experience with video has been like, spending $5,000 on a speaker reel or something like that, which is videography and hiring somebody at all their stuff and pulling it together in a good reel. We don't do that. But because speakers and even people who don't identify as speakers have such an easier time articulating themselves for 5 minutes on video than like worrying about how their tone comes across on a blog post, on a written piece of content. Because you maybe should worry about it, but once you hit record, you don't get to like redo whether your tone is coming across a certain way. Your tone is coming across how it comes across. So tell me do you work with people who go from like 0% ready to talk at all, like they're hiding behind their business, to on a stage?
So not to that degree. Most of these people I'm working with are online entrepreneurs. So most of them are service-based businesses. They might be, and because I've had such a background in like the spiritual healing professions, a lot of my clients are healers. They might be coaches, they might be authors. I'm also an author of a multi-author book, so I kind of have that community. So most of these people have just never used video at all. And what you say is exactly right, like with tone. And I always compare this to a text message versus a phone call. Like we've all had those text messages where you're like, what do they mean? What are they talking about? Am I saying something wrong? Like, are they offended? And the reason that I'm using video with these online entrepreneurs is it's just a quicker, more effective, and honestly faster way to deliver the message. And people are either going to be able to tell pretty much right away if you're for them or you're not for them, compared to a blog post, or most of mine are social media posts. My clients are social media posts. So we just make it a little quicker.
Yep, same. It's funny because you help different people, but it's the same sort of thing.
Yep.
It's about getting out of your own way. Everybody who comes to work with us understands that content is important, but they also don't have the bandwidth to write what is it today? Google says you have to have 2,000 words and it needs to be the best article on the internet about that topic. People are like, oh, sure, yeah, I'll just add 3 days to my week. It's impossible to do that. But we come at it totally from a different angle where it's like, okay, well, we might not get the robot's attention. We might not get Google's attention, but the people that I work with, their lives are changed by 10 more clients. or 3 more speaking gigs in a year. You know what I mean? So it's the same sort of thing that you have found too. Tell me how you use, because I got excited when I looked at your website, because I also love yoga, but for me, it's very separate. I do yoga and then I come to work. How have you found yoga to integrate with your work?
I love this question. I have been practicing yoga for many years. I've been teaching yoga for 4 years now. And I love when the dogs come into the background of our videos because it makes it real. I'm surprised my dog's not with me right now. But I basically found that I would be teaching these students in a 1 hour classroom. But I was like, well, what happens outside of, the 23 hours that they're not here? And that's what I really wanted to help them with. So I began to realize that the yogic practices of breath, of movement, the philosophy of like honoring yourself, being a good human, just like standard values and ways that we can connect with our body were ways that I could actually help them in their life. And we could really bring the things off the mat. We could transition it into their life. So first it started with like life coaching, using the spiritual practices to impact their life. Where it transitions into video is the number one thing that people come to me with nerves or why they're not doing it is they're like, I'm not confident. I don't know what to say. I want to feel comfortable behind a camera. So where we go to with the yogic stuff is the chakra system. And my work is really focused at the navel center. So we have the solar plexus chakra, which is the center of willpower, of confidence, of determination, of taking action. And we know that like video is not, you don't like take notes for video. You have to practice. You have to be in front of a camera. So it's very much an action-oriented skill. So where we bring the yogic practices in is we do some of I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher also. So we do some of the Kundalini Kriyas to help boost the confidence. So these people can say, I am good enough. I actually do know what I'm talking about and I'm ready to rock it. And that's where it comes in.
That is so awesome. What do you say to someone when they're coming to you from a place of no confidence? How do you get them comfortable on camera?
So because of the background, I'll do meditation and we'll do kind of mantra. And what's really cool about what we're doing with speaking and using our voice is everything we say is a mantra in some way. It's this repetitive words, and words have the ability to create reality. It's what if I say I am weak all the time, all the time, all the time, that's gonna be how I show up in life. So it might start with a really simple mantra meditation of you saying, I am powerful. I am powerful. I can do this. I can do this. I also encourage a lot of embodiment practices where maybe you even stand up and hold your arms down by the sides of your body and take 3 deep breaths. And I want you to feel the power within your body. And we'll continue to do this. We'll strengthen the physical body. We'll do all these practices that don't seem to directly translate to rocking online video or getting more clients, but there's so much behind the scenes work when it comes to being comfortable to speak in front of others. And I'm sure you've seen that with your clients also.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I come to it from people who have been speaking on stages. So I don't have to do much prep for them. In fact, the camera is such a smaller stage for them that they're just ready, I love the getting into your body and like connecting to it, because it's such a different approach. Because I say like, well, let your past self do some of the sales process for you. That do the work once, have it work for you for 6 months, and coming at it more holistically. I love taking somebody off the mat and helping guide them through this crazy digital entrepreneur world, right? So tell me more about where people can find you and connect with you in different places. And I'll link to that below this video too.
Cool. Yeah, the best place for people to connect with me, especially if they want some of these really awesome kind of non-generic tools, is my Facebook community. So this is just Rock the Mic Online. You can find that. We'll link it, but I do weekly trainings. We have a lot of threads of you pitching what you do in a couple words. A lot of it is the messaging. It's like, I like to say it's like one part of like the messaging and, actually speaking to your audience. It's another part of the tech, figuring out, okay, the lighting, blah, 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 blah. And then it's the whole other part of the confidence building. So if you want that kind of whole package, that's what you can expect in that community. You can find me at my website, bridgetaileen.com, and Instagram at blissfulbridget.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was really, really a cool idea, a really interesting way. And that tip to get more confident and like stand up and hold your shoulders back is such a good one. So thank you, Bridget.
Thank you, Kathleen.